Michael Childress from Richmond Golf here. Michael, can you just tell us, walk us through what the end of the season was like for you guys? How did you figure out that your season was over?
Yeah, so it was tough. I mean, we had just gotten through a pretty tough qualifier with really cold weather, and we were all pretty fired up to get down to Florida. So we were down in Orlando kind of prepping for the tournament. And I remember packing up, getting ready to go, and seeing that the Ivy League canceled their basketball tournament. And everybody on the team was like, that seems a little excessive. Like, we maybe play it with no fans if you don't want to have any sort of situation, but that seemed excessive. And then kind of the longer we were down there, everything kind of started to, like, the dominoes started falling. Like, I don't remember the exact order, but I think it was another couple teams said they weren't going to play in the basketball in the NCAA basketball tournament. And we were like, God, that's kind of weird. And then we were playing somewhere before the day of the practice round. And that's the day that everything kind of, more and more things started getting canceled. And then I remember we were playing, and it was kind of weird because we were all unsure. Like, normally when you're prepping for a tournament, you're focused, you're trying to figure out what you need to kind of get lined up, getting ready to go for the next couple of days. And it felt like we were on our phones more trying to figure out what was going on. And I remember just kind of hoping that we would get to play this one tournament at least, and then maybe conferences. But we were on the course playing and found out that NCAA had canceled all spring sports seasons, and that was tough. It was, to say the least, it put a damper on the day and the trip.
What was Coach Decker's message to the team?
The biggest thing that he talked to us about is that, it's pretty cliche. You can't take anything for granted, and each day you have to treat it like it's your last day to get better and appreciate it. But it hit me hard when we got back to campus and when I was packing everything up. It was when I left campus to go to Orlando, I was thinking like, all right, we're getting into the heat of the season. And then turns around and there's no more season. So that was kind of tough. But Coach did a really good job of just reminding us to try to learn something from it, because some people are going to take this and get upset about it. And obviously we're all upset about it, but if you can try to take a positive spin on it and just remember that you got to really treat every single day like it's the last, because, we were talking to Zach and Andrew, our seniors, and that was tough to hear that, the last thing we would expect for them was to have their seasons cut short. It's one thing to be a sophomore and know that I've still got 2, maybe 3 years to play and come back, but to have it all in for them so quick, I can't imagine that.
How have you been able to kind of keep in touch with the team, with everyone spread up and down the East Coast and the country?
Yeah. I think that our team this year is one of the closest teams that I've seen. Obviously I can speak from our team. Last year was close, but our team this year was really close. And other teams that I've seen at other schools, I feel like we're up there with some of the more tight-knit, close-knit teams that I've seen. So we've done a lot. There's hundreds of texts going through our team group chat every day, doing all that, Snapchat, all that stuff, a couple Zoom calls with the boys. And then yesterday we did this virtual escape room that was kind of cool that Coach set up. So we had the underclassmen against the upperclassmen coming up, these like riddles and puzzles and stuff that we had to get through. And the upperclassmen took us out. They did a pretty good job. I think they actually had it was like a piece.
You're with the underclassmen.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But, so Baker, Mac, Willie, Shreds, and Zach beat me, Cookie, Coop, Lou, and Coach. It was pretty fun though. But I think those are some of my closest friends. So we're still able to stay in touch pretty well.
Golf's kind of in a weird spot because it's probably the one sport you can kind of do and stay 6 feet away from each other.
Right.
Yeah. How's that impacted you?
Honestly, I've been really fortunate because I know that a lot of places that other guys are at, like I know Shredda down in Florida and Mac up in Boston, their courses have shut down. Like they can't do anything, they can't practice. Fortunately for me, I live on the Country Club of Salisbury, and they've limited some of the practice options that you've got, but the course is still open to play. They've made changes like can't take the pen out, you can't do some things, you got to stay 6 feet apart. But I think I've been really fortunate to still be able to have that practice option to be able to go do not only, obviously to get better and keep on that journey, but also just to have something outside to do. I can't imagine being a basketball player or a football player. You can still do your individual training stuff, but when you really can't play the sport or the game that you've put so much into, I mean, obviously we're limited, but I can't imagine it being completely taken away for even a short period of time.
Golf kind of helping you get through this quarantine here. Let's go through. Tell me some more quarantine must-haves. Just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. What's your must-have app during quarantine?
Must-have app?
Yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah, I'm not a TikTok guy. I'm not a TikTok guy.
What about must-have snack?
Must-have snack. Probably Twix bars.
Okay, all right. Not exactly something you can normally pick up at the athlete performance station, but it's okay, I guess. All right, must-have book. Anything for school or otherwise?
No, I'm watching the Harry Potter movies. I'm going through those, but I haven't been reading as much.
Okay, that was the next thing. Must-have show or movie?
Yeah, Harry Potter movies.
Nice. I know you're a big music guy. Must-have song or album helping you get through quarantine?
God. I've just been sticking with my same country playlist, but then there's been some new like hip hop rap stuff come out that's kind of keeping me
excited. Like what do we got?
God, what's come out lately? Nav put out a new song called Turks. It was pretty good.
All right.
So yeah, there's some new stuff coming out.
Okay. What about like article of clothing? Like obviously this is it's a little different for everyone. Like,
I mean, I'm the big gray sweatpants A10 hoodie about 5 days of the week.
Maybe like a laundry day in between, hopefully, like two-faced.
It seems like the laundry day every day is the next day. And then that day it's the next day.
There you go.